Hello guys, my name is Rastility, and I'm a YouTuber that focuses on going as fast as possible. Today, the question I have proposed is, how good is Executioner in 2025? Well, I offer you a simple answer. Executioner is a good tower for taking out hordes of enemies. He provides some of the luxuries of Pyromancer, like great crowd control, while also being able to detect flying enemies. However, overall, the better AoE tower is Pyromancer, because while Executioner might be able to provide significant crowd control with long range and flight detection, Pyromancer can offer you defense melting, burning, and even lead detection. If you want to have fun, go ahead and use Executioner. However, if you want a solid crowd control tower, just use Pyromancer instead, as he does a much better job. There's the simple answer though. If you'd like to hear more about the details, then stay. However, if you don't care, then thanks for watching. You can click off if you'd like. Let's get into the details of Executioner now. This tower has, let's just say, terrible single target DPS. However, when you use his axe bouncing to your advantage, his DPS actually significantly increases as he's doing his DPS across a bunch of enemies at once. So, while Executioner may have trash single target DPS of 39.84, which is really bad, you can multiply that by up to 7 if he hits his max amount of enemies with one throw, ultimately leading to 278.88 DPS. This is crazy good. However, because it's across multiple enemies at once, the DPS may be inconsistent. So, here's a little tip. Executioner's 18 range might look enticing, but they're only trying to fool you. You want to place Executioner as close to the track as possible and set him on farthest. This is because when the axe tries to go out of his way to hit the farthest possible enemy, it'll hit multiple enemies along the way, maximizing its DPS. The thing is with Executioner is that you need to maximize this DPS to get your money's worth. You spend $22,000 on this guy rather than spending $27,000 on something like Minigunner, so you gotta get the most out of him. He has a cost efficiency of 572.29 when he's only hitting one enemy per second, which is absolutely terrible. However, if he hits his max amount of enemies using the farthest setting, his cost efficiency improves from 572.29 to 81.75, which is really good. However, using Executioner for single target on any level is like trying to hammer a nail into a wall with a ham sandwich. He's not gonna do anything. Executioner doesn't have any pros that at least make him somewhat efficient for single target either, unlike Pyromancer. When Pyromancer goes up against a boss, he can try his best and lower the defense of that enemy for the rest of the towers to get a damage boost. When Executioner goes up against a boss, he'd better off be sold, so a more useful tower that does more damage like Engineer could come in. And the thing is with Executioner is that he can't even be used as an early game tower due to his 800 placement cost. He also just straight up sucks in the early game. You're better off using a tower like Shotgunner. Heck, even Gladiator would be better, and he got power crept into oblivion. I'd even go as far as saying that Paintballer is a better option. Nowadays, you definitely don't want to use Executioner, as there are so many better options and he desperately needs a rework. However, if you want to have fun and use him, go right ahead. You can pair him with a tower like Firework Technician and take advantage of the fact that each bounce launches a firework. However, if you want to actually win your matches, then just go back to Pyromancer. Thanks for watching my video. For today's tier list ranking, I'm going to be putting Executioner in B tier. This guy is just incredibly mid, so naturally he goes in the B tier. There's so many better options, so he's just left sitting in the middle so he can receive that rework one day. However, even if there are way better options, I wouldn't compare him to the towers in the lower tiers like Gladiator and Frost Blaster. Oh yeah, and I'm also going to remove Archer from the tier list now that his placement is outdated. We'll be covering his rework eventually, don't worry. That's it for today. Have a great rest of your day or night, and goodbye.